Mushoku Tensei is back, but it got problems. The moment I saw this scene in season 1, I was hooked. This trash of a human being was given a second go at life, and it was one of the most real, dumb, and captivating journeys in anime. And at the end of season 1, we were just starting this adventure. So when season 2 got announced shortly after, I was prepared for greatness. But like any other contract with the devil, it's the fine print that fucked me over. You see, shorter time between seasons equal to shorter production time, resulting in the animation going from this to this. Granted, I'm exaggerating a bit because the action scenes are as fluid and pretty as before. It's the more mundane parts that are given less attention. The conversations, the laughs, and even the surroundings are more stiff. And the fact that the two arcs we've got so far have been mainly focusing on the daily lives of the characters doesn't help in hiding this. But I'm actually okay with it. I wouldn't mind the studio trying to save budgets for the Michael Bay type of action, because the show did a good job early on of getting us, the viewers, invested in the world and the characters. Rudy, Paul, Roxy, and even Ruijerd are heavily flawed individuals. But that's part of what makes them interesting to follow. I care about their interactions with others and among themselves to the point that I would watch it regardless of how it looks. But this is exactly what this season has been lacking. The feeling of watching what could be real people going through real life problems in a fantasy world. I want you to look at the cast of early season 1 and season 2 and ask yourself, who do you like more? For me, it's not even close. And the reason isn't because the family in season 1 are more pivotal to the story or that the character writing got worse. It's just that I don't know anything about the people in season 2, and that's because of the wacky pacing. And the shrooms. It's mostly the shrooms. I think the show is trying to go back to the same vibe we had before the first turning point, when life was more chill and we could focus on Rudy's mental health. The difference being that back then we actually used to explore the characters, what type of people they were, their ambitions and fears. Ghislaine wanting to learn magic, Paul wishing for his son to make full use of his potential, Philip trying to sell off his daughter for political gain. Even the small acts of kindness they showed each other added a lot, like how the MILF hugged Rudy because she viewed him as just a kid, or how Ares bought him Viagra without knowing what it was to make him happy. Now compare that to the characters we've been introduced to this season, and you will quickly realize that we actually don't know enough about any of them. And the pacing didn't just affect the characters. The epic lore we used to get about the demons, the gods, the heroes, the techniques, all of it is gone. And we seemingly aren't exploring the setting as much as we should be, because, let's be honest, this has to be one of the worst magic schools ever shown in anime. We see Rudeus sitting in this generic library, him going to class for attendance, which we never actually see, and that's pretty much it. We are burning through months and years of in-story time without seeing any of the individuals, their relationships, or the world they exist in grow or change. I don't know anything about the light novels, so I could be wrong, but it feels like we are missing bits and pieces that could add context to a lot of what's going on. And if that's what's happening, it's understandable. You can't condense a bazillion word into 12 episodes without leaving out parts of it. But I think it was done less obviously before. We've still got a couple of episodes left, so my views on this could still change, depending on who we're gonna follow for the remainder of the season. That said, please, for the love of God, do not give this girl any more screen time. Because my biggest problem about this whole season is her. From getting turned into a Krispy Kreme by a dragon god, to getting ED through trauma that resulted from his girlfriend dumping him after their first time. Rudy has been through it while journeying in search of his family. So when he meets Sylphie after so long, you expect it to be a happy reunion. But that's not the case because for some reason, she wanna keep her secret identity. Keep in mind that one of the people Rudy has been looking for is Sylphie. I don't understand what type of Batman complex is this. Just tell him who you are. Okay, maybe she had something dangerous to deal with, which is why she chose to stay away from Rudy for his own safety. But that can't be it either, because she literally spends most of her time with him. That's what makes it worse. And her stupid teasing. She got the man so confused, he started doubting whether he wants to clap his homie's cheeks or not. I did say that I appreciate characters that are flawed, but
this is so stupid.
Cause how can a person read so many books and be so goddamn? This girl gotta stop with the magic books and get a copy of How to Win Friends and Influence People, because her social skills are garbage. It's honestly been a hot minute since I was this irritated by a TV character, but this girl is booty cheeks. But you know who's not? John Wick. Ever thought what he would be like if he was immortal? Well, don't worry, because Japan already did. And here's a video about it. Watch it if you're interested, and until next time, stay safe.